out there in the world.
The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to business. A look from earlier as they arrive. As folks for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg. A look at the 76ers starting group. Nance out there with Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's Paul George. And it's McCain in at the 2 guard. And for Los Angeles, down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Thomas is out there with DJ. And it's Ball in at the small forward. And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Clark, it's tough to wear down either team in this matchup because of their depth.
And Kevin, you've got to give both front offices a ton of credit. I mean, you got to find guys and try to be economical about it, and they need to be able to play important minutes for you. It's a little more art than science, and kudos to both of these front offices.
Puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. DJ's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Clippers. Pass to Maxey. The dish to Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep, too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Really left alone that time.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Shoots from the corner, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Zero hesitation. Maxey, great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Now, here's DJ. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
We talked about the game plan for Joel Embiid. He told me Embiid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. See if they're up to it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. McCain's shot is off. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Ball. And that one goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Ball. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Kings. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And seeing where the Clippers are, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire.
Here's Ball. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Lonzo Ball out there with DJ, and it's Thomas in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Recognized that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Here's DJ. The Clippers rebound. From the arc, hits the three-point bomb. DJ's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Embiid, no good. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's DJ. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Offensive rebound. And here are the Clippers. Big run right now going for them, 11-2. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Scooped up.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
At a moment to check out Tyrese Maxey here, coming off a terrific season. Averaged 29 points a game, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against New Orleans lit up the floor. He dropped in 55 points, and his hustle on the defensive end was amazing. He had a number of steals. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Well, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And the Clippers with the... It's all tied here in Los Angeles. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
76ers, 40. And your Clippers, USA.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at DJ in this one. He's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Paul George is out there with Nance. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Maxey against Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. McCain's shot is off. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for L.A. 3-point lead. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the pass to Nance. Here's McCain. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Outside, Maxey. That's good, and that's in. B with the assist. Maxey's got 17.
Hey, we've seen Maxey take the big jump. Now he's one of the game's best scorers.
And that one is good from DJ.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Here's McCain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 12 points for him.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
3 ball falls through. Another from DJ.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Lets the 3 fly, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The 76ers trail by 10. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Maxey, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
DJ, it's good from long range. DJ's got 46 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A different look for the Clippers. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Derek Jones comes in for Leonard. And Norman Powell subbed in for Thomas. Here's DJ. Sinks the triple. DJ's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Goes up. He got it again. Sensational. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Passes to Eubanks. Inside. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 7 points in the game.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Changing it up here. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. DJ out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Thomas in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. McCain, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Clippers leading by 15. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to DJ. It's Thomas on the wing. Kicks to DJ. Takes the three. The rebound by Yabusele. Yabusele's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Embiid powers it down.
A pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
Here's Leonard. Count it, good. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Maxey attacking. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. DJ, and he uses the glass on the layup. DJ's got 53.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from him.
Here's McCain. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Nancy's checked in for the 76ers. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Here's Maxey. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Maxey. Sinks the three-pointer. Maxey's got 20.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
DJ dishes the ball. Nance with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Taken away. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. And Los Angeles with some changes. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Brown comes in for Ball. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Thomas. Philadelphia also making some changes. Hudgens is checked in. And it's Paul George in for Maxey. Pass to Dunn. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance
for Los Angeles.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DJ.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
A nice shot by McCain.
Assistant.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Count it.
Number 5.
DJ's got 55.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is
Congratulations. What you doing? Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. 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 Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you